It has been apparent this week that there are very few African-American delegates or even visitors inside the convention hall. However, the few that are present are very passionate about Donald Trump and why they think he is the best candidate for president. Vincent Makori spoke with Shirley Husar, a delegate from California.
Why are you this?
The question should be, how could you not be this energized? You're around your camaraderies, you see the energy in the room of people who believe in a man that understands the economic problems in our country, a man who understands structure and leadership, and Donald J. Trump is the man to do that.
Outside there, people say he has divided the nation, he has created animosities, he's racist, people call him all sorts of things. And you're a black woman, tell me.
Let me ask you this, how can you make those statements when he's not a politician? How can you make such statements like that when you don't know him? How could you say that? Look, this man is not a politician. He's not going to follow protocol. He's going to follow things that knows how to build. He's a builder. We need to rebuild, we need to restructure, we need to re-relate and communicate. This country is failing for lack of communication. For every action, it's a reaction. For every non-action is the aftermath. We're living the aftermath of the Clinton administration from the crime bills that were implemented during the 90s that have devastated the urban communities. We need to look at those crime bills. We need to look at the lives of black people who were incarcerated on 3 strikes you're out. When he used that in the State of the Union address and then in the early 2000s, implementing how important we need to have that. Now we have these in the communities, black, white, Latino, Armenian, Japanese people who are incarcerated for little things like a blunt or something stupid. When we're not trying to build a better understanding, relationship, education, integrating back into the system when you had some earlier failures of maybe some felons, they don't really have a passion for a family. They're divided the black community. And for us to support her and allow her another opportunity makes no sense.
Now, they say she's good for the black community. They say the Republican Party is not good for the black community, and that Mr. Donald Trump and his party are actually a party of the wealthy. What is it?
Really? So black people don't want to be wealthy? Is that what you're telling me?
What they're saying is that they're not so compassionate for the black people.
But they feel compassion for a lady that calls us super predators, that looks at us and calls us predator. Do you know what a predator is? That's an animal that must take, heal, and yield. She says we must take these predators and have them heal. This is what she said in the early 90s and 80s. This was her philosophy. This was her thinking. Embedded racism in this woman's heart. We do not want people like that in our country. We do not want people like that with that ideology. But if they're going to be here, they don't need to lead this country. We need someone that understands a purpose, an ideology that is bringing value. Look at the extension of who they are. Your children are a reflection of you.
Now tell me, what do you...
we know that Mr. Trump's children are a reflection of him, and we want America to reflect that as well.
How do you explain that he has actually divided the party, the Republican Party itself?
No, Mr. Trump didn't divide the Republican Party. The Republican Party needed a new leader. They needed change. This whole country needs a new leader. Look what this country has changed just on Bernie Sanders exposing the failures of Hillary Clinton.